You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for introverts to get more confidence, more importantly, more self-worth, and of course, get more fit. Women are a side benefit. More importantly, I turn nice guys into bad motherfuckers. Let's get into the content. You fucking legend. Sponsored by Brain FM. Real binaural beats that has sleep tracks, meditation tracks, recharge tracks, relaxation tracks, focus tracks, which, by the way, those focus tracks are really fucking good. Man, do I focus when I am writing my blogs, you guys. Okay, let's get into the content. I fucking love it. If you'd sign up right now. Alright guys, before I get into the content, I want to really just say that this episode is dedicated to an article that I wrote called Why Learning Seduction Can Fuck Up Your Mindset. Now, in this article, I talk about this guy named Ross Jeffries, and you're about to find out why I don't like that guy. I just don't. Now, I want to be real with all of you. I want to be completely real, transparent, authentic, vulnerable about this. That is, you guys. Throughout the podcast library, you'll come across some episodes where I talk about pacing and leading, I talk about cold read framing, and even like labeling and stuff like that. But understand this, you guys. This is all about your intentions. It's all about your intentions. Okay, if you go into an interaction with a woman and she senses that you want something from her, then it's not ever going to work. It's just not. And that's why, you guys, I'm releasing this episode to tell you all this. You should never have to use NLP to freaking get what you want out of women. I don't like that. In fact, here's what I want to say to you guys about that. Even though I do promote pacing and leading, I only promote it when they want it. Okay? When they want that. Does that make sense? You build up the attraction. You build up the attraction, and then she's ready for it. Okay? Now, with that said, you guys understand that with that caveat in mind, understand that I do not at all promote the way Ross Jeffries teaches this, and you're about to find out why. Now, let's get into the content. Got to be real with you guys. I know I take inspiration from certain coaches out there that I love, for example, David D'Angelo and stuff like that. And sometimes people even say, like, yo, bro, this is like Ross Jeffries and shit. And I honestly have got to release this podcast because I want to make this very clear to all of you. I do not like that guy. Now, why I'm putting a podcast out there as to why I don't like this guy. First off, you guys, I want to just say that when I was listening to the audiobook The Game, it just seemed like this guy went fully into Machiavellianism a little way too far. And sometimes people think I go even really far, but you guys, understand that I only go far on my fitness podcasts to push you to start working out, okay? Because I'm going to always come down to the fact that women want you to self-improve. But you have to want that for you, not women, you guys. Follow your own lead and take action for you. Don't just fucking take action because I say for you to take action. Take action for you to take action. And lastly, guys, this is a very fast podcast. Because look, I could go on and on the reasons I just don't like that guy. But I don't care to. I just don't care to. So I'm going to bring up a few reasons. First off, he just gave me the fucking creeps when I heard his name come up
in the book The Game, I often would fast forward through those sequences where he would talk to Neil, because I was like, look, some of you guys think that Adam is cut off from his fucking feminine side, but I'm going to tell you guys something. I am a very intuitive guy, and because of that, I can pick up on energies. I get the chills very easily, as you guys can tell if you listen to my interviews. So no, I'm not at all cut off from that side of myself. In fact, if anything, I'm very connected to that side of myself more than ever. So I'm going to tell you something. Every time I heard Ross Jeffries' name come up in that book, The Game, I fast forward through it because I just didn't like the way he would talk to Neil. So, and then often I heard from, was it a very early UMP podcast, that Mark basically said that guy was a straight up douche or something like that. And I would have to agree, Mark, if you're listening. I know you listen to my show. Love you, man. I love you, brother. You're the man. All right, so the point of this podcast, you guys, is I just don't like Ross Jeffries, okay? I fucking don't. And my intuition tells me everything. Guys, I talk about masculine and feminine energies in my book. And one of the things that I talk about in my upcoming hardcover book is to listen to your intuition. Because if you don't listen to your intuition, then you will be cut off from that side of you, okay? So my advice to you is don't be cut off from that side of yourself, okay? Because that intuition, you guys, that intuition never steers you wrong. It never steers you wrong, okay? So if someone gives you the heebie-jeebies like Ross did with me, yeah, and did I just pull that out of my ass? Yeah, I did. The heebie-jeebies. All right, let's fucking go with it. Ross gave me the heebie-jeebies, all right? So the point here is this, you guys. I don't like the guy. I just don't. And when you read my article, Why Learning Seduction Can Fuck Up Your Mindset, you'll find that. You'll fucking read that article, you guys, and you'll see that I do not like Ross Jeffries. So understand, you guys, even though I do talk about certain qualities, certain things that he talks about, right? Like pacing her ongoing reality. That doesn't mean I fucking like the guy. It just, I mean, look, another thing I put in my book, Closer's Guide to Seduction, I state before even proceeding into the book, never seduce women with false promises. And Machiavellianism, you guys, and one thing that is a huge downside to Machiavellianism, that is they can be highly manipulative with their fucking seductive knowledge. And that's why, you guys, I have to caution you on listening to that guy, Ross Jeffries. So go ahead, listen to him, but I'm going to tell you something. He's fucking weird. Not only is he weird, he gave me the fucking heebie-jeebies. And I'm just going to wrap up this podcast with that. He wasn't really that cool to my man, Mark. I love you, buddy. And lastly, you guys, I want you to understand something. I'll give you a few dating coaches that will give you very good advice. Okay? Very good advice. First off, you know I'm going to shout out Mark. Of course I am. And also, Owen Cook, right? Learned a lot from him. And Marnie, of course, from the One Girl Method. Lastly, a very underrated dating coach in my mind that people don't even talk enough about nowadays, Kezia Noble. Do you know her, you guys? Kezia Noble. She puts out good advice. She really does. All right, guys. Peace out. I love you. And keep coming back to my podcast. My book will be coming out soon.
Before I head out, you guys, I really am just feeling so fucking epic that I'm going to give you the mindset of a seducer, taking it from my book, Closer's Guide to Seduction. Alright, guys, you can learn more about that in my episode, Let's Look at the World Through the Eyes of a Seducer. Or you can just remember this single statement and say it to yourself at all times. At all times. I am the prize that women want. All women want to fuck me. I am a higher status, alpha, male. I trust myself and love myself to lead them to where they want to go. There you go, guys. Always and always remember that self-trust is really fucking key when you're escalating. I'll see you next time.